This week my band is going to New York City to play a couple of shows. We are playing in Brooklyn and in Manhattan. We did something similar last year where we flew into New York, stayed in Brooklyn, and played a couple shows, and it was really great, so we decided to do it again this year. I've been thinking about taking photos while traveling and, what I want to have with me, the kind of photos I want to take, and what I want to really kind of accomplish when I'm on the road. And I kind of realized that I really overpack. Not only just clothing and whatever other stuff I need for that traveling, but I also overpack with camera gear. I think last year I brought my X Pro 2, my Nikon F2, my Nikon Action Touch AF. I think I brought my Olympus as well. I brought like 4 or 5 cameras, and I think I picked up 1 or 2 cameras. I think I shot with my X Pro 2 once or twice, and then the rest of the time was with my Nikon Action Touch AF. Clearly, I didn't need to bring all that stuff with me. I just thought that if there was something happening or a moment I really wanted to capture, that I would have everything I needed. In reality, when you're traveling, there's plenty of things that happen that you might think you might want to capture, but are probably only interesting to you. Or if you want to capture a moment, you have your phone, and your phone has a camera that's perfectly capable of getting whatever you're seeing. On top of that, I was thinking about how I'm trying to shoot more film and to kind of leave digital to what I absolutely need to shoot digital and everything else shooting it with film. So I decided on this trip I'm going to only be bringing 1 camera, and that is my Nikon F2. I'm also only bringing 1 lens. I have a bunch of lenses to choose from, including the 105mm 2.5, which is a really cool lens, but it's difficult to use all the time because it's a really long lens. So I decided to bring the workhorse 50mm f1.4, which is the lens that's on that camera most of the time. This is a pretty heavy camera by SLR standards, but I'm really used to carrying it around, and if it's going to be the only piece of camera equipment I'm carrying, then I don't really mind doing so. I'm only bringing the Nikon, the lens, and then a bunch of film. I don't know exactly which film I'm going to shoot yet, but I'm thinking about possibly shooting some Superia 200 and definitely bringing a roll or 2 of the Cinestill BWXX, possibly some acros, because I have some 35mm acros kicking around, or maybe even some slide film. But I'm going to bring my phone, obviously, so I'll probably take a little bit of video, but other than that, it's just going to be the Nikon F2. So when I get back early next week, I will process all that film and then show you guys what I did. So this video will probably come out Thursday next week when I return from New York. Thank you guys for submitting. I'm going to share with you the 3 of my favorite submissions. All of them were really fantastic, but these were the 3 that stood out to me the most. These first 2 images were made by Fabian in Vienna. They were both made on a Hasselblad 500 cm with Kodak Ektar, which is one of my favorite films, and I really love the way these came out. I love the look on his grandmother's face, the composition, the colors. It's all really, really beautiful. These next 2 photos were made by Juan in Colombia, and they were shot on a Ricoh KR5 Super 2 K-mount camera with ultrafine 400 push to 1600. These were shot during the National University of Colombia of Bogota protests on April 26th, and they're very striking. I really love these images. These last 2 images were shot by Nate on his first trip to Yosemite this year. They were both shot on a Nikon F90X with a 35mm Nikkor f2.8 on Cinestill 50D. And I've really been interested in Cinestill, and I love their film, and this 50D just looks amazing. So thank you for submitting these, Nate. When we were in New York, I shot about 5 rolls of film. 2 of those were black and white, and the rest were color. So I am going to be posting the next couple of contact sheet episodes in the next couple weeks, showing you the rest of those rolls of film. Also, if you haven't seen, I signed up for this thing called Coffee, and it's basically an online, sort of like a Patreon, but not really. Basically what you can do is you can buy me a cup of coffee, and it helps support this channel. So if you really like this channel and you think that there's value here and you want to support in a small way, you can go to my Coffee page. I'll put a link in the description, and you can make a little donation. It's can be, I think, any amount of money that you want. Any little bit helps. Running a YouTube channel is very time consuming and takes a lot of resources, and I love doing it, but I'm not afraid to ask for help when I need it. So that's it for this week. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below.